I'm gonna give you some outline of what you really need to get if you want to work and take painting seriously. These are beautiful acrylic paints. You can get them in these soft tubes, and what I really like about these tubes is that the paint always remains fresh in them, and the lid in particular. It's very easy to open the lid and take out the paint and close it immediately, and you can just start the work again. You can get pearl colors in that too. This is a silver one. You can get all the metallic shades, whatever you like, and you can get some extremely bright colors too that you could need for your painting if you are really into bright colors. The basic colors that you would need is black and white, and then you would need a red, blue, and a yellow. I have that in other variety. I will just show you the tubes to show you the colors, but don't buy this kind of a tube because it's very difficult to open the lid of these tubes, and your paint gets dry on your palette and while you're just closing the lid. So don't buy this variety, but this is by Winsor & Newton, but I'm just showing you the basic colors that you would need. It's this red color, ultramarine blue, and this is cadmium red hue. So cadmium red is good. And the yellow, you could get any yellow, but don't buy too pale yellow or too lemonish kind of a yellow. This is cadmium yellow, pale hue it says. So don't buy ochre or anything. If you can't buy that, that is also a good color, but I'm just telling you the basic things that you will need. So these are the basic colors that you will need: black and white, red, ultramarine blue, and yellow. You can get a huge range of other colors too. That would be best thing, if the work gets easier. This is a variety. This is by Marabou, and it is basic acrylic it says, and this variety has a very good range of dull colors. Very good to make landscapes or portraits and that kind of stuff. But the problem with this this material is that its lid breaks very easily, as you can see that over here. The paint will automatically seal the top again for you. But it's good to buy this plastic variety. It's very useful, very handy. And if you can buy some other colors too, you can buy this type of tones, like this of green, or you can buy bright orange. Although you can make these colors very easily all by yourself by just using the basic colors, but I would prefer, as a beginner, you should always buy some extra shades. All the artists prefer to buy as many colors as they possibly can, particularly in acrylic paints, because acrylic paints get dry very, very easily. The minimum brushes that you would need, one brush in this size. It is a medium kind of a size, not too small and not too big, of course. It is maybe a 7 number brush, but all you have to see is that the brush should be nice and soft. Right, you can see the softness over here. These are very soft brushes. They are not very expensive. You can change the brush. Once the brush gets this firm, it just becomes like a fan. You can just immediately change it. You don't need to work with that brush. You need a smooth, nice brush. You can also get this size, this 14 number brush. I don't use it, but you can get this size too for the basic spreading of color on the base of your painting. And you can get a smaller brush. This is a 4 number brush, and you can use this for detail. But the minimum that you need is this brush. You need one brush, and that is this one. And if you can buy more, you can get a slightly larger size brush, this one. But once your brush gets reshaped, you can just change it immediately. That's very important. If you want to buy a canvas, keep this in your mind that it should be this kind of a canvas and not any other of the 3 kinds that I'm showing you. I mean, it should be right in proportion, and what you need to take is a nice mounted canvas with a wooden boundary, and the boundary should be of nice seasoned wood. That's very essential, and you have to keep this in mind that you are not supposed to paint like this. You're not supposed to put your painting like this and then start your work. This is a wrong way to do it. So you have to keep it vertical like this, and then do your work, whatever, whether you use an easel or whatever. If you want to use an easel, then what you need to do is attach your painting to it and then walk like, like that. This is also vertical, not horizontal. So this gives the best work. And this is a board. You can also use a board for your painting. This is an oil painting, but you can use acrylic paint, make an acrylic painting on board too. The one that I have over there, it is on canvas, but you can use a board too for that. Acrylic colors are very bright sort of colors. You can have fun with that. Then you would need pastel pencils if you want to use them, and pencils are really easy to use. If you want to just begin, you can use these novel colors. These are hard colors and you can get a huge range of color in this variety. You can get Faber-Castell. These are softer ones. Then these are Rembrandt colors, very expensive one, but not good. I don't like them in particular. As you can see, I'll just show you. It has a wrapper onto it, and you just cannot, it's round in shape, and you cannot do that in points. Whereas this one, it has a pointed edge, and you can use that very nicely. And then you would need some pastel sheets. Go for the colors that are major colors of your painting or your project, whatever. Then we have over here, these are pastel fixatives, and you can get this is by Ronnie, and you can get that one, or you can get another. This is by Winsor & Newton. It is also good. All you have to do is just shake it well and spray it. You also need a smudger. This one is a nice pointed one. You can just smudge it like this. Whatever painting you do, you can smudge it, and you can just blend it with your hands, and then you can spray that. That is it. What I see in sketchbooks is that paper should be thick. Use it for your, sample paintings, for small sketches. You can paint it. If you buy a sketchbook with too thin papers, you won't be able to, paint it. This is all acrylic that I've used on it, and you do your rough sketches, your designing, and all the stuff in that. And you definitely need a sketchbook. You can do your rough work too in there if you want to. This is an extremely small board, and it is also very good. You can easily hold that board, and you can even attach that to a small kind of easel that I have over here. It is not too heavy. These boards are very cheap, and they are not expensive at all, and they are very you can easily put your thumb pins in that. There are some extremely large boards too. I have one that is double, or I guess triple than this one, but I don't mostly use that. I mostly prefer to use this medium-sized board. But as you can see that this pastel sheet, I have some extra space on the board where I can easily rest my hand when I'm working on the extreme right size, or when I'm working on the extreme lower part of the painting. We are definitely going to be in need of some kind of masking tape or thumb pins, and this old-fashioned thumb pin, I will not suggest this at all. This one over here, it's very difficult to take that out, and this variety is very soft and you can easily take that out. And secondly, if you buy that in color, the color thumb pins, you can just use the same color thumb pin as that of your sheet, and that will help you to compose your painting in a better way. Now the question arises, what to paint, and once you decide that you want to seriously take your painting, then you would have to understand what you really like and what you don't like.